Morning, everyone. This is the National Weather Service in Jacksonville for this exercise briefing on Invest 270. It's the first briefing on this system. It is currently 8 a.m. on Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. So Invest 270 is an area of disturbed weather right now, southeast of Puerto Rico, and about 1,400 miles southeast of Jacksonville. The latest advisory on this is that there's a 90% chance that this disturbance could develop into a tropical storm over the next 7 days. Likely seeing that actually happen occur a little bit faster, potentially the next 3 days or sooner, as it moves into a favorable area there that's going to be west of the Bahamas. This is the current imagery of that system right now. And you can see that there's a lot of cloud cover associated with it. There's actually thunderstorms here on this western side of it. And this storm is actually going to track highly confident this direction. It is going to go that way, and we're pretty certain that that's going to happen over the next few days. And why are we so certain of that? Well, this is the modeled forecast for the center of what could be Tropical Storm Zora over the next 5 to 7 days. So you see there's a lot of high confidence here in these tracks as it moves to the west northwest and then mainly due west. The question is when will it make that shift to the west, which will be a big delineation if it moves to the west a little bit sooner. This could pull this consensus track a little bit further south. A little bit later, it can make it a little bit further north. So this is high consensus right now for our area, but of course, we still have about 5 days. This could really shift, and it's really going to hedge its direction off of where the Bermuda high ends up positioning and kind of how intense it actually gets. So, being that we're in October here, we are dealing with high astronomical tides. So I just wanted to keep that in front of everyone's mind. So we're already dealing with elevated tides as it is. Looking at for Thursday without any surge, we're still going to be a foot above normally dry ground for the tidal level on Thursday. So you can see those tides are going up quite a bit this week. So with the current high confident forecast, we are anticipating that there will be some intensification with the disturbance and it will become a tropical storm. How much stronger it becomes after that is still a bit up in the air, but potentially a high-end tropical storm, low-end hurricane is what we're expecting, which could bring surge somewhere between 6 to 9 feet, along with a deluge of rainfall, which could contribute to many episodes, potentially widespread flash flooding inland and at the coast. So that's going to be the biggest takeaway here is the flooding, the rainfall is going to be a huge impact to our area. At this point, we're about 5 to 7 days out from seeing these impacts. So what we're advising now is to continue to monitor the forecast, get on these briefings with us, review the plans, and start to push out the messaging of the impending potential for a high-end tropical storm forecast later this week, potentially into the weekend. So that's where we're at. Pretty much at a moderate confidence level because we're not really as certain on the intensity, but we are looking somewhere between a high-end tropical storm and a possible hurricane impact somewhere along the Florida coast or potentially the Georgia coast late into the week with a high concern for inland flooding and coastal flooding from surge and rainfall together. So begin preparations now, and we'll be issuing our next scheduled briefing tomorrow morning with an update at 0800. Until then, just please reach out to us if you have any questions at all.